Welcome, everybody. I'm so happy and grateful for you all to be here and joining us in this amazing celebration of women. And we get to celebrate our achievements. Up until now, you know, being a mother, being a business owner, being a worker, being friends, being a daughter. It's so many amazing celebrations that we get to celebrate, because very often we forget about them. So before we move on to celebration, I want everyone to introduce themselves and let us know a little bit about yourselves, and how can you support who you want to support in your life, and what is your main goal for 2025. Let's go. Who wants to jump in?
Hi, my name is Ebtahal Badawi. I am an artist, an entrepreneur, a storyteller, TEDx talk speaker, and motivational speaker. I'm excited to be here with all of you celebrating Women Month, women empowerment, and the theme of women empowerment this year is this. So I like this. I'm training to be stronger. I'm doing my Ironman training, so this is really fitting for me. That's one of my goal for 2025, to cross that line in September 28 to finish the Ironman for the first time. My heart calling is building bridges. I started this initiative 6 years ago through my own son experience with bullying when he was young, to bring everyone together. So this initiative really starts from my heart to build bridges of acceptance, creating a safe space for community. And for the past 6 years, I've been collaborating with schools, university, and for the past 2 years, we have a celebration called Building Bridges Day, where we celebrate different culture and community. We have different performance, different vendors, and now 5,000 people across Allegheny County and across the world, building bridges, adding brushstroke to make a change and to make a difference. My vision for 2025 is to continue the ripple of building bridges and cross that finish line for the Ironman. I'm excited to be here with all of you.
Yeah, excited.
Hey, congratulations on your amazing achievements. And you are a visionary leader, and you are so inspiring every single day with amazing goals you set for yourself. You always set that bar really high, and you break it every time. So I'm really super proud of you. Fantastic. Congratulations.
I'd love to go next, Edith.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, so just welcome everyone. It is a joy to share this sacred space with you on such an amazing, important day for all of humanity, right? It's International Women's Day. Thank you, Edith, and all the pioneers that, this is a beautiful vision. I'm Letty, Leticia Bido. And before you, just want to share that I'm fully stepped into what has been for me just this huge calling all of my life, but actually making space in it, making space for this only in my life, which is to really serve as a purpose coach and really come alongside individuals that are curious about how their fulfillment, right, and what is of personal what that urge is in their lives to kind of create something new, or to work with, in terms of relationships in their lives, how they show up with just a reverence for who they are, their unique gifting, and being able to really own it, choose it, and live it out. So really for me, the honor is just that, I get to enjoy the journey and to really hold individuals accountable to living into their full purposes and in their divine design. And, as a person of faith, I'm a child of God. And, I just know that my purpose is very much centered upon my calling, and my calling is where fulfillment is for me. And when each of us show up fully in alignment with who we are and our gifts and our talents, and we share that with the world, I mean, that's just the definition of success, and thriving. So that's my oh, I just love the challenge, the call for all of us to arise and flourish. And so with that, it's a personal fulfillment, but to also be able to impact the world with our unique gifting. So yeah, just been on a journey myself of declaring that and making space for that in my life, along with other passions, because we're all more, we're multidimensional. And so, yeah, that's what I get to celebrate and showcase is my offering to the world as a purpose coach. And just delighted. Yes, it's Arise personal coaching.
Fascinating. Thank you so much, Letty. And I love what you said about choosing. You are choosing to be joy. You are choosing to step into your purpose. We know this saying in transformational leadership that we get to choose and we have the power to choose. But many women, many people in the world don't know that. They feel tangled and overwhelmed. They don't see that. They don't see possibilities, that they have a choice, that their hands are tied. But every day we have a choice when we step out, when we wake up, and get ready for the day. Yes, we have family. Yes, we have work. Yes, we have a lot of issues and problems and things, but we always have the choice as well to head in the day to choose joy and to choose peace, to choose love, because love conquers all. We know that, and there is no better way than loving yourself first.
Beautifully said, Edith. Yeah, it really is. It just starts within. It
Yeah,
starts within and being aligned with who we are. And that's how we get to show up and add our spark to this beautiful world.
let's do that. And we are doing that today.
We are.
Is our next woman to shine.
Well, that's a good segue for me, actually, Letty, in terms of loving ourselves. So my name's Donna Ambrose. I love life. I love mornings. I love everything about mornings. I'm up like 4, 5 o'clock, ready to roll, jumping out of bed. However,
She's the lady with most energy.
don't talk to me like 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, because I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, it's because I'm an early riser. I got to go to bed early, right? So, I just love everything about life. What I'm passionate about is helping healthcare practitioners like myself who suffer from burnout because we think we're superwomen. Well, I thought I was superwoman. I mean, I am, but I thought I was superwoman to the extreme where I was doing everything and, well, I don't know, teaching full time, running a clinic full time, just having life full time, doing everything full time, and I crash and burn. So now my passion for the last, I guess maybe 10 years, I've been in healthcare for over 20 something years. My last 10 or so years now, it's just been healthcare providers like ourselves. We need to self-care. Like we have to fill ourselves up first, like literally fill ourselves up so that we can just go and deliver the goods. And the goods is that your body can heal itself. Like really, like I mean, it's just so magnificently made. We just have to put it in the right environment. That's my thing. Like my sister loves plants, and so she'll be driving by and all the wilted plants, like wilted plants, she'll pick them up and she'll take them home and she'll nurture them and make love to the plant. And before you know it, she's sending us photos and these plants are like flourishing, right? And I said that, I always say because it's in the perfect greenhouse. So I said, if we put our bodies in the perfect greenhouse. So my job is to tell the world, especially healthcare practitioner, what that greenhouse is, and it's gonna flourish. Like I mean, seriously, like, hello, why wouldn't it flourish? So that's my mission, and just teaching us how to self-care. So my goal is to really, I mean, I haven't declared it yet for 2025 publicly, but it's really just to get starting off with 100 women, getting them on board, 100 healthcare providers, including hospital administrators, to get your staff and get yourself to self-care. That's me in a nutshell, because I can go on.
I know you can. And tell me what would that make a difference? Like, what difference would that make? 100 women taking care of themselves and, stop being overwhelmed. How does that feel?
Well, like Eptahol says, that it'll just the ripple effect, like dropping that pebble in the water, it's just gonna go like that, and it'd be one healthcare provider after the other, and they wouldn't have to crash and burn. Hospitals will be implementing my programs for their staff. 100 women is like nothing. It's like nothing in the line of time.
First step.
It's just a first step. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
And
be
also,
better able to take care of, others, but ourselves first, right?
yeah. And you also have your own journal.
I have my own journal. It's called Reignite. Reignite, because that's what it is, about a spark. Reignite your life. It's called
I love
Reignite.
that. So powerful. So like
And it's
truly
now
like
live. It's now live on Amazon, isn't it?
It's live on Amazon now. Yes.
Yeah.
Reignite your life.
Can you
Actually,
share
when I
the
held
link
it,
in the chat?
I will share the link. When I first got it, and I looked at it and it says reignite your health, and I go, your health? No, it has to say reignite my health. So I changed the cover and I resubmitted it. You still have to wait the submission period, and then it says when you pick it up, it says reignite my health. And it's just, you have check marks in there, things that you have to do every day. Are you hydrating? Are you, and you check it off. I hydrated. And did you read? Did you stay still? Did you do things for yourself today? And if you did, you check it off and then you add your own at the bottom. I really love it. It was a great project.
Yeah, make sure you drop it here in the chat.
I will.
And also, once we upload it to YouTube, you can comment, leave your links in the comments. And whoever knows anyone who is a healthcare provider, we can share that with them as well.
Wow.
I love that. And can also any woman can have it, right? Not just healthcare provider, right? I'm not a healthcare, but I would love to have a copy.
Tired mothers.
Tired, burnt out. If you're exhausted and burnt out and tired, you can have it. It's like literally just staying still and say, did I do this for myself today? Like it's in categories, right? Your body, health, and mind. And for your body, did I do this? For my mind, did I stay still? Did I read? And for my spirit, did I go out in fresh air? Like they're just things you check out because we just don't do them. We just don't. We know to do them. So it's like, I'm not saying anything new. It's just that we don't implement them.
And it's like it's really powerful. It's so powerful whenever you have that checklist, in front of you, and it's like a reminder to yourself and that you did it, and staying in integrity with yourself that you did it. I love that.
There are days that I don't do it. I opened it a couple days ago, but ooh, I'm on Tuesday.
I saw Jasmine raising her hand next.
Yes, I definitely wanted to add to that, Donna, because I'm a caregiver who burned out. I had a tendency to burn out and then rebuild. And then there was a point where it was my third burnout, where it took so much longer to get back on my feet. And I'm a chiropractor. I've been a chiropractor for 22 years. I'm Dr. Jasmine Esguerra. I'm also, as of March 1st, was named Miss Maui Filipina, and am celebrating and um, am advocating for a Maui Filipino community here, and will represent Maui for the Hawaiian Islands on June 7th. And I really wanted to speak to it because for me in particular, there's so many different aspects to it. I've really studied health. I grew up with my grandmother healing at home, and that's what I'm teaching. That's what I'm advocating for. I my mission is bringing wellness home and creating a sanctuary home, and where we all uh, have that sense of knowing the healer within. Because my technique is called living love. I want people to know that their love has a healing, transformative capability. I walked into to hospital rooms where parents were had to be masked and cover their hair, and they had to wear, all you could see of your parent was like some of the skin around the face, and that's it. And what was contacting these kids who had cancer were I would think about what was actually contacting the kid, and it was gloves, it was needles. They weren't getting physical touch anymore. So I would come in oftentimes and help, and they would wonder, like, why are you sure you don't want to mask up? Are you sure you don't want to cover up? You don't want gloves? And I would walk out of those hospital rooms oftentimes toxic, glowing, and I could feel the, if it was some kind of cancer treatment, I could feel it because I was so empathic. I could feel the fire that would go from the insertion point all the way through their body. And it's because I could feel on that level that they felt safe around me. So it's my mission for people to know the healing capacity of love. I mean, the scientific healing capacity of love. You come in and you create a safe space for someone. And if someone can be in that space, then you can give to them and nourish them just by your being. And the stronger you get, the more you love, the bigger your field gets. That's why when the Dalai Lama landed in San Francisco, we could feel him. That's why we can still feel Jesus, even though he passed away how many thousands of years. I mean, we practice that spirit and the Holy Spirit. So I'd like for people to know that, and that power is available to a child just like it is to someone who's dying and on their way out. And my goal, because I've seen it, is I would love for when we pass, or when we go away, when we pass away, that it's just like leaving a hotel room and nothing has to be wrecked. You don't have to wreck the house. You can just check out and go someplace else. So that's my mission.
I love it.
Oh my, just
So
beautiful.
So, like love is like, I can feel like eh, Jasmine, I can feel your energy. Your love is like you're truly like
Mhm.
speaking from the heart. Like they say,
Yes.
what come from the heart, receive,
Mhm.
receive in the heart. And
Mhm.
I truly like I was like imagining you in the hospital connecting with those children and
Yes.
so
Yes. Yes, I mean, there's so much more to share. I'd like to give everyone equal time. I think it's just um, because I was born of an epileptic woman, and my grandmother was an orphan. So I don't write anyone off. I think like my grandmother and grandparents were orphaned, and they have over 100 descendants now who are all over. So I'm thinking, don't pass up any of that. And there's no one deserves to be trash talked or put down. And I think that's how I realized the importance of my name, Living Love, as a technique, because I could not work when my heart was broken. When my heart was broken and I couldn't get a breath in, and I was heartbroken because we lost our first major patriarch in our family. It wasn't until my heart was healed and that I forgave, and I surrendered my heart, and I trusted that I trusted that I was loved and I was forgiven. I took on the cross of, just in case God's mad at my family, I'm going to love them anyway. like I can love more than God can. But that's what I thought. I thought, just in case God's angry today, Like, and doesn't feel like feeding somebody I love. I'm gonna make that food, or I'm gonna commute, when I realize that I'm God's hands and feet, and so are we. So I'm just honored to be here, and am from a rich female lineage with 3 adult daughters now.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your share, Jasmine.
You're
It's
welcome.
So
inspiring.
powerful.
And yeah, your goals and your mission are truly fascinating. Thank you for that. Claire, would you like to go next? Claire is my friend, colleague, and mother of my godson, Jackson. I love her children. I love Claire, and she's amazing. Always supportive, and yeah. Let's go.
Thank you for the introduction, Edith. Really appreciate that. It's really lovely to be here with you all. As Edith alluded, my name is Claire Hamill. A little bit about me, I guess. I am a digital marketing leader. I've worked really hard on my career. I put myself through university, paid myself through all of that. I have 2 small children and I balance both. I did a recent presentation, actually. I'm part of Toastmasters, so I did a recent presentation discussing a bit about life and obstacles and motivation. And one of the things I think really resonated with people was my analogy that life's a bit like a mountain. And a lot of people, you start off and you're told at school that you should work hard. If you work really hard, you'll scale to the top of that mountain to CEO, work really hard and you'll get there. But it doesn't work like that for everybody. And some people come back down the mountain because of that burnout. Some people do go right to the very, very top. But when you're looking out over that peak at the clouds of possibility, at what cost did it take you to get there? And actually what I discussed with a lot of people in the room was, what if there were other ways? What if there was a way around the mountain rather than just simply up? And I guess that's the point in my journey that I'm looking at. So my goals for 2025, I'm working on myself a bit more, and I'm looking at, actually, I've had some really poor managers, and I'm looking at the difference between management and leadership right now. And that's really interesting me as a sidestep of going round my mountain and not necessarily going right to an executive level position right now, but just exploring training opportunities. And I'm really excited to hear everyone on this virtual room's opinions on that and where their journeys have taken them. So thank you.
Thank you. That was fascinating. Thank you so much, Claire. Yeah, you are in a great company. Most of us have graduated from transformational leadership and PhD level of mastery of leadership. And it has been, for me, it has been a life-changing for the last 3 years. It's been like I feel myself growing every single couple of months. I'm like, what's next? What's next? What do I get to overcome? And yeah, I had a list of fears that I got to, clear off one by one, and one of them was public speaking. So I'll segue then. I'll jump in. So I'm Edith Wallach. I'm a transformational leadership coach and mentor, co-author of Amazon best-selling book. I'm an owner of Empress Media, company who is supporting women to conquer marketing confusion, so they can create a brand and that it truly reflects who they are, and creating personal branding for them as well. I'm creating my new program, which is a 12-week program for women to step in so they can step out, truly branded and knowing that they are on their own mission. They are owning their power, and they know who they talking with and how they can represent their own brand. My big vision is to be transformational leadership trainer and support women to step into their power and courage, to create possibilities and opportunities for themselves going forward. As you know, I overcame a huge dilemma in the last 2 years with health of my son. I truly believe I healed him, and I know that we all have that power. Once we heal ourselves, we can heal others. There is no other way. And we are here in this world to do that and leave legacy behind us, so our children, seeing us stepping into our power, they can learn to be confident, to be a great leader of their own lives. As you know, I also overcame public speaking fear. I had a massive knot in my gut, in my stomach. I had truly like pains in my stomach when I needed to speak, especially even on Zoom, or even worse, in person. I remember sitting in our offices together with Claire, with the same with the same people every week for 4 hours, and I couldn't open my mouth. My mind was like bubbling with ideas. I wanted to share my ideas, but my body didn't allow me to speak, to let all my ideas go. I remember like grinding my teeth, and like so my whole face was hurting because I was like literally physically holding myself not to speak. My nerves were really high, and I through the last 3 years I've started letting go and learn how to communicate, learn how to lead my own life, and smashing those goals. So my goal for 2025 is to impact 1 million of women, so they can courageously step in into their power. And the first 3 months, I get to generate 20 women stepping into the transformational brand impact mastery. And I've signed up for triathlon in September, so I get to go, and we get to plan Tough Mudder with Claire. So definitely we get to play big. And if we don't declare our goals like now, then it's never going to happen. So we get to declare it, we get to believe it, that it's already done, and it will, because we are powerful women who can do amazing things and bring amazing results. So I am complete. Who else would like to go? Thank you so much for your love. Thank you, Bonnie, for being here.
I'd like to go next.
Go on.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Hi, I'm Margarita Rose, and I'm so delighted and honored to be here seeing such beautiful, powerful leaders and women in the world, really taking themselves on. So thank you for inviting me. So I'm an Angelino native. I've also gone through the transformational leadership program in mastering my leadership. And I must say, like, I really stepped into my power, and I stumbled along the way, and I'm still stumbling. But the good thing is that now I give myself the grace and acceptance that was missing so that I can move on and shift quickly. And that is what I want to teach people. And what I learned in the process was how joy, when you're in your joy, like you really feel like you can conquer anything. And when I was thinking about what I want to do in the world and how I want to empower moms, I was like, I think trauma and breaking generational patterns, but it feels so heavy. And I'm like, I want to make it a fun thing, right? Let's not talk about the trauma. Let's just move through it. And so I realized that dancing and music and singing have saved my life quite literally hundreds of times, hundreds and hundreds of times. And what better, fun, joyful way to express yourself and move through the emotions that are stuck in your body than through movement and through dancing and creative expression. So that is really my goal. My goal is to really bring a new way of thinking of healing. Instead of it being heavy and having to do the talking heads all the time, like dance, sing, write a book, draw, just be out in nature and connect back to who you truly are. We are oneness and we're connected divinely. I mean, us being here together is no coincidence. We're here because we are drawn to each other because we're in the same frequency. So raising that frequency to unleash the peace, unleash the authentic purpose that you have for life, to unlock the prosperity that is always living inside you. You are abundance. You just got to accept that you are that. And so my real purpose is to just empower moms, especially Latina moms, who have a lot of generational, like cultural things there that kind of hold us in a box, and just to let them flourish in who they are and what they're meant to be, so that because there's so much value in all the people, but I think there's a hidden or missing link in not expressing the Latina culture in a powerful leadership way. So that is my purpose in the world and my goal for being here now as a mom. And I've noticed too that going through this, my relationship with my children have really shifted. Like they tell me and they talk to me and they come to me and they express things to me they never used to. And I'm seeing how my life in other places isn't working. And I'm just like still finding a little bit of being afraid to make that choice and that decision. But I'm stepping so powerfully into what it has to be for me to be my true authentic self, because I'm not letting anything or anyone else hold me small anymore and dimming my light. And because people like Jasmine, I think, said it too, or somebody else here said it, when you shine your light, it gives people the permission. So being that permission, I think, is the number one thing that I love that we're all here for. And so we align on that. So thank you.
Yes, and I just wanted to share also, Margarita is a survivor. She was recently very, very close and in support of the LA fires, and I'm clearly, I flew back in from LA to support with the Maui fires, and it's a journey to rebuild and to keep the peace and to facilitate the communication so that we're working together and keep the scavengers at bay.
Yes, Jasmine, I love that you brought that up. My purpose for doing that was to bring light into such a dark, the whole world's falling apart, it feels like. And it was very scary. And instead of getting in the conversation of why it's happening, I was just like, let's just bring the light, let's bring the hope, let's bring the togetherness of why we're here and how we can raise each other up through community. And it was such a humbling 2 week event, and I had people like Letty come, and other people came and shared there, and I think Jasmine, you came too, and just being there was humbling experience to see how many people just came together in that unity,
Yes.
alignment. So it was gorgeous.
Yes. And they say the difference between illness and wellness is the difference between I and we. And the bigger the we gets bigger as your love gets bigger and your confidence and your responsibility grow too.
I love that.
Wonderful.
So cool.
Fascinating, and we get to shine our lights because we have been given a gift. Every one of us have been given a gift, and only when you start listening to that gift, you get to take action. And the word for this year is to accelerate that action, which is on point at this moment. Nana, I would love to invite you in to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, it's really nice to be here and hearing all the stories and the inspirations. I so I'm a biotech sales professional and I'm an investor. So I think I was raised up, like Claire was mentioned, when I grew up, I was taught to do the best you can, work hard. And I grew up in a small village where they prefer boys over girls. So I was always under the impression that I had to work hard to prove myself that I'm worthy. But as I climbed the mountain of life, I suddenly felt like, yeah, I have a PhD. I studied all the way to the highest that I could get to. And I work in a corporate, and I just realized I couldn't understand why I work so hard. What is the meaning of life? I also couldn't find out what keeps me going. So I think, like you guys mentioned, I'm so happy to be here that I can share burnout is real. It is real. I am burnout. So I started to, my plan in the past year was trying to find my own voice through Toastmasters, which is through public speaking. And in that, I found out that the best way to find out myself is through vulnerability. I dig deep into all those childhood traumas that I thought they didn't exist. But turns out that they were actually there, buried down there. Even though I was trained to be a scientist, I was trained to be rational, but I cannot rationalize all those pains that's buried in my mind and in my body. So now I found out that the best way I could make it happen is through all the healing and meditation, exercise, self-care in order for me to find who I truly am. And then when I found that out, so I think so my action would really fit this year's theme, accelerate action. I quit my corporate job this week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a big decision, but I always wanted to have my own business, but I couldn't give up the comfort and the stable income and the respect that you thought you have working as a business professional. But now, once I quit, I feel a big burden has lifted off from my shoulder. And I also, like by having friends like Aptical, I get to see life isn't just the science and the work. I can get to see I can make meaningful connections, build friendship, and make an impact to people. And by sharing the vulnerable stories and the pains that I go through with other people, I feel actually I have the peace in my mind and I get to inspire them. Like, never in my life that I thought I would be a public speaker or I could inspire somebody. But now I see and I see it through HOU that I can also do things like this. So this year, my plan, I will work on my own business and I want to continue to share my story and inspire all the other women who get lost in all the responsibilities we have as a mother, as a worker, and got really lost to refine their own voice. And they can too find who they really want to be. So I'm very happy to be here.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you for giving up that steady income and that,
Down
and
on the
that
shoulders.
and that security.
Definitely scary.
Yeah. Know all about that. That's just, it's very freeing and liberating and scary all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that
mean, I
shows
still
for
need
me
to work
too.
till next Friday, so I cannot feel that free yet.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah.
But what I hear is that you surrendered and you have faith though. So that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like that alone is a big step, a huge
is.
accomplishment.
Yeah, I took the action. I take the leap of faith on myself. If I want others to believe in myself, I have to believe in myself first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And congratulations, Nana. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And
Sure.
it's truly a big leap of faith. Congratulations. We're all here with you.
Yeah.
And you know, you're amazing. 3 smile baby. You're amazing.
Yeah, that story actually really helped me. I'm competing in the speech contest in Toastmasters this year. So I'm sharing the story. Yeah. I think sometimes we forget how unique we are and the magic we have if we believe in ourselves. It's a good reminder.
I love that. I always, whenever I see you, I just see that smile and it just bring lots of joy in my heart. And yeah, it's truly, you are amazing, and each one of us are have a unique gift, and we came here, as Margarita said, like with, it's not a coincidence, it's like a divine women gathering is and whoever like said yes, it's just like we came here today to share our heart together in this women celebration month.
Yes. And I love the word divine too, because it's actually the first word of my title for my book. And it's like of the vine. And we almost recognize each other because we're all streaming from source. So when you're like,
Yes.
and we recognize that light in our heart, there's that recognition that you've gone that way, but we're from the same branches. We have the same root. We have the same blood running through us, or desires. And ultimately, when we were talking about goals, you can have 10, so many different goals. And when we know our purpose, then the goals just line up. You know, it's one after another, because we have an endpoint that we are all striving towards in our way of being. Yes.
I was talking today to my friend, and she reminded me, like, we are divinely guided. You know, whenever, you know, someone is saying yes or someone else is saying no, a door open, a door closes, we are divinely guided. And it just, I still like, it's still echo in my heart. We are divinely guided, all of us. It's like this gathering is divinely guided to come together.
I find the
Yeah,
hardest part is just the surrendering. And then once I've done that, like to get to that point, because I was a co-author in a it's called Books of Prayers. It's called I Pray on Purpose. It's an I series, like I, blah, 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 the author. And so there are a bunch of us that are collaborators. And my section really was on surrendering. Like if I can get to that point, then everything's okay. But it's getting to that point of just saying, okay, Lord, okay, all right, okay, I'm tired, okay, I've had enough. It's like really being vulnerable with the Lord, I find this surrender thing. But once I can get there, then I'm good. But it's the getting there, right? Yeah. Getting there's a struggle, but once it's there, it's over. Like, what else are you gonna do? Okay, I surrender, you take over.
Yes. And Donna, it also reminds me that our souls are meant, right? Like that uniqueness that we're all talking about, and just how beautiful that we are in alignment in the now. Some of us arriving, others have been on this joyous, this full journey, right? Because of course there's a lot of analysis and fears and these kinds of things, but you know, the reality is that the destination, anytime we can, you know, we are expressing our souls, that's like our highest, that will be our highest sense of fulfillment, right? So when we are in alignment, you know, that the work is aligned with the impact we want to make, and with, you know, what our unique gifting is, right? Then, you know, it's not, it's a passion, it's an outpouring. You're doing work, but it's not just work. There's fulfillment in that, right? And so I just think about how each of us are on that journey of really a lot, like, you know, coming into a space of just expressing our souls and sharing that with the world. It's like there is no lack when you're in that space, right? Everything else has meaning and purpose. So I love that, you know, that gets to be the invitation for all of humanity, right?
Yeah. And what came up for me as everybody was sharing was for so long didn't trust myself, right? I didn't surrender, and because of that I was looking for outside validation of what if I should be doing this, if this is the right thing for me, and I was not aligned with my true purpose. And it wasn't until I started to really just be in the quietness, trust myself, my intuition, my divine guidance, that's when my life really started to heal, right? To evolve, to get to the place that felt fulfilling, that felt purposeful. And I started to fall in love with myself again. And that was like the beautiful aftermath. I was like, oh my gosh, if I want love, I got to give love, but to myself first. Yeah.
Yeah,
Magic.
they say give from the saucer, not from the cup, right? So yeah.
Fantastic. I wanted to add that, Letty, you said one word. What was it? It was one of those words, being on purpose, wasn't it? And being aligned. There is one more word that is escaping me at this time, but it's something to do of being on purpose.
We're
And
purpose, and we get to express that, right? That leads us to that fulfillment of what we're looking for, you know, because it's really just expressing our divine gifting to the world.
yeah, it's so powerful. Especially I remember the first time I've created an event, online event. Of course, with my fear of public speaking, I'm like, oh, how I'm going to be speaking to these amazing book authors and celebrities that I contacted, and you know, doctors, and so fabulous inspirational speakers. And I came across this doctor. I think you might know him. He's an American doctor, Dr. Jenkins, and I was just saying like, oh, I'm just a mother trying to make you know overcome it, and like I'm creating this event for women. And he's like, what, you are a mother? Oh my God, this is the most the hardest job in the world. You're not just a mother, you are an amazing worker, you are a magic worker. And he told me the story about one of his clients that came to him and spoke about her business. And she's like, oh, you know, my business is not what it's supposed to be. And he goes to her, do you have business? Wow, you are one of I don't know the number of hundreds of thousands of people who have business. You get to celebrate that. You get to celebrate having a business. You've planted that seed already. And how is that going, who is that going to inspire later on? How can you, you start from there. So that you started your business, that's a huge accomplishment. Now you get to figure out how to work it, how to make it thrive. But to just be at that moment to start the business, it is huge. And we are not, as mothers, as women, we are not acknowledging ourselves, period. Not enough. I had no idea what is acknowledgement until 3 years ago. So we get to spread the news. And I want to invite our amazing friend, Bonnie, because she would love to share with us. Come on in.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. I know you're not on camera, so we can hear you perfectly.
Amazing. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Bonnie. I'm in Toronto. And why I'm not on camera is because I have a really good excuse. I'm not ready to be recorded on camera yet. I've been navigating a very aggressive skin cancer on my face and my nose, and I had a few major surgeries. So I'm just slowly coming out again, but I'm not ready right now. And that's okay. I've been giving myself a lot of grace. And I'm so grateful to have shown up here, because as I'm listening to you all, I do know Eptahal and Edith, and the rest of you are new to me. As I listened to all of you, I was like, oh yeah, that's me too. I was just like me. I want that too. That's what I'm creating. Margarita, I'm in the world of empowering moms with teens and tweens. So that's, a big part of my world is bringing leadership at home for for our young leaders. I have 2 boys. And then Donna, the whole world of self-care, having a morning routine, all the things that you describe is definitely in my world. And earlier today, I actually attended another International Women Zoom call hosted by a couple of leadership friends. For those of you who have done leadership, I am HCL 11 and PhD 6. Yay. And earlier in that call, they had one activity, and I want to pay it forward because it's such a beautiful activity. I'm going to pay it forward to you. It was hosted by 4 women. 2 of them I know, Brandy Saffron and Mel Mason. So some of you may know them. And they created a poem, or one of them, Joanna, who I don't know, she created a poem in a template format. And you just fill in the blanks with your name and your gifts. So I want to read you my poem, and then I'm going to pass it forward and give you the template so you can make your own poem, because I think it's such a powerful exercise. And, if every woman that we know created a poem like this for themselves, it would be so ripples of power would be created. So here we go. I'm going to share my poem. I am Bonnie, and I stand in my light, a force of love, bold and bright. I walk with strength, I rise with grace, a radiant soul time cannot erase. I bring joy and gratitude, a gift so true, a spark of magic in all I do. With courage and curiosity, I shine so free, a light the world is blessed to see. I honor my voice, I honor my way. I bloom with power every day. With kindness, joy, and love untamed, I step in fully, unashamed. I am enough. I am divine, a masterpiece, body, soul, and mind. The world is brighter, that is the truth, because it holds the light of Bonnie's youth. Woohoo!
Awesome.
Oh my God, that's amazing. You are magic, Bonnie. I love you so much.
It's the creative expression.
I'm going to share right now the document. this was a template, literally a template that you can all grab a copy, make a copy for yourself. You put in your name where it says name, and you put in your gifts where you say gifts. And you know, she invited us to pay it forward, so here I am doing it, and I invite you to pay it forward to others. I
Oh,
think
I
it's
see it. Yeah.
Bonnie, you
We are
always
one.
paying
We
it
are one,
forward.
and we get to pay it
Bonnie,
forward.
all my life that I know you, you always pay it forward. Thank you for being who you are. You're amazing, powerful, magical women that just radiate joy everywhere you go. So thank you for
We've
being who
attended
you are.
Bonnie's instant chat in
And let me, so I'll share that part of my goal, and I'll be, yeah. So I teach and lead a fitness modality that awakens the mind, body, soul. So it's affirmations with body movement and mindfulness all in one. And my goal, I've declared it a couple of years back, is to get it to 111,111. So 111 amazing souls. That's my like big goal. So this year, you know, since you all are like bar raisers, I'm gonna go for 111. So 111 new souls.
Awesome.
Hey, we get to hit to that goal.
Thank
we
you.
get to raise the bar.
By
Definitely.
when, Sonny? By when?
Oh, by when?
Yeah, by the end of the year. So, I mean, for the 111, the 111 by the end of the year, December 31st, 2025.
Awesome.
I got this. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Bonnie, you said that you're in Toronto. I'm in Toronto. Whereabouts are you?
Oh, beautiful. I'm in North York, like Young and
Oh,
Shepherd.
okay, I'm at Etobicoke, so we could connect. Are you in the chat? In the WhatsApp? Okay.
I'm not in a chat the chat, so I don't.
Yeah, Bonnie didn't jump in, but I can share. I can connect you.
Okay, sure.
And we have one woman in here, Joanne. Would Joanne like to come and share?
Yeah, hi everyone. Hello, beautiful ladies. So yeah, I don't know why my camera is not working right now, but anyway, I am Joanne, or you can call me also Joan. I am Jasmine's personal assistant, and I am truly honored to be here celebrating International Women's Day with all of you, beautiful ladies. And I am from the Philippines. So I am a dedicated professional, a creative virtual assistant, and most importantly, a mother. And you know, balancing work and family has been both a challenge and a blessing. And you know, as a woman, we juggle so many responsibilities, whether in our careers, homes, or communities. But no matter how busy life gets, I've learned that our strength doesn't come from doing everything perfectly. So, you know, it comes from showing up, trying again, and finding purpose in what we do. So, being a mother has taught me resilience, patience, and the power of love, qualities that also shape me as a professional and as a woman. And yeah, this year, one of my biggest goals is to grow personally and professionally while making a meaningful impact on others. I want to use my skills in marketing, design, and communication to support projects that truly matter. And one of the most meaningful things for me this year is to be part and to help Jasmine in her beautiful programs and plans like the Sampagita program, the Living Love, and all the health and wellness program to reach and support families. And her vision to uplift communities, empower individuals, and promote well-being is something I deeply admire, and I am excited to be part of this journey. And yeah, to all hardworking, beautiful ladies here, whether you're working moms, professionals, or students, I want to remind you, ladies, your efforts matter, your dreams are valid, and your voice deserves to be heard. So let's continue lifting each other up, embracing our unique journeys, and inspiring the next generation of strong, empowered women. Again, thank you for this opportunity, ladies, to share a bit of my story. I'm excited to learn from all of you today. and happy International Women's Day. Thank you.
Happy
Awesome, Joanne.
Yes,
Women's
you,
Day.
Joan.
It's
Yay.
11:11 a.m. over here on Maui. It's 11:11 a.m. here on Maui, and
Love
and
that.
and it is officially International Women's Day for Joan, right? It's March 8th over there.
Yeah, March 8th and 5:11 in the morning.
Wow.
Wow.
I love what you said about it being more like progress than perfection, which I think is such a good space to live in. You know, it's
Yeah.
helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Perfection.
beautiful ladies, for this opportunity to share a bit of my story.
You see, like this running mate of mine, right? She's like, get up and get your shoes on. It's like, she's amazing. Yes, we're here to uplift each other. So I'm really excited about what you have coming up, Edith, at the end of the month and us working together. Um, I would love if you all in the chat, if you dropped an ask, like let me know, let us know. See, this is where it helps to be not vulnerable or ask for support, because we can all look, you know, what we've completed. We've completed 10X, but hasn't been an invitation in our goal, I guess an official invitation in our goal to collaborate. So let's help me understand how, other than Edith, of course, March 28th and 29th, but like, who says like your 100 can't be part of my million families and her million, like we can all, you can all be in the fold. They can, are, you can have like your 100 VIP and be like, I'm going to pick the diamonds who are in the match for my particular program. And my goal is a million families, and so it could cut my number by million women leading and bringing their family with them. So we're here. Then at the end of the day, we realize it's not the numbers, but it's that sense of fulfillment within us.
Legacy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving legacy behind.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that is connecting, one of many things that is connecting us all, leaving a legacy for our families, for our children, for the next generation of leaders, and especially female leaders,
Mm-hmm.
and male as well. Of course, I've got 3 boys myself, so I get to lead and show them how anyone can be powerful once they start loving themselves, once they heal themselves. So I wanted to jump in here. Who is your third one? My husband, my 2 sons.
I was wondering the same thing. I'm like, you've got 3 boys. I was like, what? I was like, what?
You clearly have a man. You
He's
have
a
a
baby
man.
number 5. No.
I used to say men are like boys. Conversation for another day.
And
You know, leaders, like true leaders, they want, you know, to have obstacles and failures because they know quickly what didn't work and they move on. And it's like, I love that mentality. It's like, yes, let's do this.
Yeah, we get to show up that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Bill, thank you, ladies, so much. It's been
Thank
really
you.
wonderful.
It's
I'll be
been
ready at the end of the month too, and I would love to hear an ask from you. I would love to have an invitation from each of you on how to support.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
definite.
Yeah.
Yes. I
And
have
people,
a mastermind coming up, Millionaire Mindset Mamas. And I was like, you know, I've been wanting to do a summit and it's about around something that I want to teach, and you know, but I was like, you know what, I'm really stuck in like this not having a millionaire mindset, right? Growing up the way I did with all the limiting beliefs. So I'm doing this as a research project, you know, like what better way to empower myself as in to empower others in the process as well. Doing it side by side, you know, collaboration is key.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And are you looking for people to interview, or are you looking for people to
Yep, I'm
Um,
actively sending out invitations. And yeah, and if anybody can help share it or, tell their mamas who would benefit from, it's going to have a holistic side to it too, and how you can shift your mindset in a holistic way using creative arts or movement to also get you in that space of that mindset for the millionaire. So not just the millionaire financial aspect of it, but there's also like how you can incorporate what I want to do in with that shift of mindset.
Is
I
it
think they work
virtual? Is it
cohesively
virtual?
together. Yeah, it's going to be virtual.
and do you have a date?
May 22nd.
Oh, cool. Awesome. I will keep track of that for sure.
Mhm.
Um, I have 3 invitations for you. First one is we started a 1% club. I started a 1% club with my mentor who he has a son my age who, when I met him a little over 2 years ago, had $150 million net worth, and now in this 2 years he's grown to over $400 million net worth from acquisitions. And what he said they did is they met every month. He was in a part of a group that met every month for 25 years. So my commitment to build this 1% club is to meet on the first of every month at 1 p.m. EST. It officially, we had 2 months to practice, and we started January 1st, and we're going to keep going till January 1st, 2050. And we're going to be same place, same time every month. And we have a saying in our leadership is we want a 10 out of 10 life. So every Monday also, we have 10 out of 10 calls at 10 a.m. on Monday. We connect on what our goals are, and we move forward. So that's the first invitation. Second invitation is we have a Sampagita program that Joan mentioned that is specifically for girls or children, teens of Philippine descent between 13 and 18. And that launches on April 9th on the Day of Valor, and it goes for 16 weeks. And then, and we're also teaching Living Love, which is a hands-on program on higher vibrational living and healing, and starting with love. So if any of those empower you or inspire you, or you'd like to collaborate, then let me know. Our goal is 1 million families by the end of the year. And so we're looking at school districts, churches. We're like, how can we support people in signing up, like large organizations at a time? And it's only $20 per family per year.
It's awesome. For sure. You'll give us more details on that.
Yes.
Going to be adding those, right? All these beautiful opportunities in that WhatsApp group. Let's
Yeah.
keep
Right. Yes. Yes.
Joan
flowing.
is like, I got
So
that
we
one
can,
and that one and that one.
Yeah.
And then,
Not
and then,
going fast enough.
and then,
can
and then
Now I
also
with,
know why you were so
post it.
eager in asking us for collaboration.
well,
I
yeah,
love it.
and with Ms. Maui Filipina, Miss Hawaii Filipina, like if you want to buy whatever, if you want to collaborate on that and have an ad or whatnot. So I know what I'm doing, and I'm just wondering if we have any fingers, like we can have any interlocking work.
We can
Then
definitely collaborate.
right
Jasmine.
on.
I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you, Jasmine, if you can share the post once we post it, if we can all add our links in the
Yes.
comments of that video. I think
Yes.
I'm going to be adding it to my wonderful YouTube channel, which I have 50
Yes.
subscribers. But I will definitely share it as well everywhere on my social media and in the Courage Magazine Global. I have an invitation for the 12-week transformational brand impact mastery to get clarity, to get focus, and get clear on your vision, on your mission of your brand and your niche. So through the 12-week process, you will have your own brand at the end of the 3 months period, and you will be ready to fly. So definitely, if you know anyone who is starting business or who is struggling in the business, we will be starting on the 24th of March. So looking forward to be in urgency and be on the go to get the business going, because especially female leaders, we like, oh, let me find this, oh, let me find that, oh, maybe this is. No, you get to get clear on your branding, and then you can move forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's support each other and collaborate.
Yeah, Jasmine, when you were asking, I was just jotting things down. I mean, I came up with 4. I'll fine tune it and put it on the WhatsApp thing. But the first one is on Mondays. I mean, I fast every Mondays. Females that are 35 and up should start thinking of creating ketones in their body. Being a ketone burner as opposed to a sugar burner. It's vitally important for females. You know, we can go more into that, especially if you're approaching perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause. The importance of having, you know, because you know that Alzheimer is like type 3 diabetes, and that's all the glucose that's circulating in our systems, right? So being ketone burners is like the cure-all, i.e. through fasting. And Edith, I'm going to put you on the spot. It's important to fast properly.
I know. I just started fasting. I said, I'm going to go for 24-hour fast. And then was like,
is there a wrong way of doing that? Uh-oh, I get to subscribe.
Cold turkey fasting.
It's called cold turkey in the middle of the day or in the evening. Either it's like, Donna, I'm irritable. I'm like, well, did you prepare yourself for a fast? She's like, you got to prepare for it, not eat it. I'm like, yes.
Ready mentally.
We get to do that as a group on Mondays. That would be great. Like,
is it already set?
Yeah. I mean, I do it. I've been doing this for years, but I get to lead you into how to properly do that. So that's one of my asks. The other ask is I'm meant to do a YouTube channel forever, and I haven't. So for you to hold me accountable to do
declare
that.
it now.
By when? By when, Donna?
We can support you with that today. Do you want a YouTube channel? We could. This can be your first thing. At least one of your things to add.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That could. What is my contract is I'm a bold, open, passionate leader, but suddenly my boldness is gone. I was like, you know.
No.
Thank you for that. I will do that. I'll declare by when in the chat.
Donna, what supported me?
You can declare now.
No, Donna, declare it now.
I will start my YouTube channel by Sunday, the 9th of March at 11:59.
Whoa, yes.
It's done.
Yes.
It's done.
As long as you mean it and you're not people pleasing right now. That's what I always like to say.
No, not people pleasing right now. I need to do it. I keep saying everyone tells
Donna,
me.
you know what supported me is I would record myself and just put it on and not watch it again. Because if I watch it again, I get in my head and nerdy and I was like,
correct something.
I can't believe I said that, or I stumbled my word there, or I said that wrong. And it was just like, you know, it doesn't matter because you get better. It's just the confidence of like putting yourself out there and seeing the, you know, come out. So just tell yourself what you want to talk about, get, you know, in your head about what it is, and then just record and go, and then just upload.
Awesome.
And surrender to it.
And talk to your client. Talk to your client. Ask her what she needs. Ask him or her what she needs.
Yes,
what do you need?
Yes.
Yeah.
And share it with us so we can subscribe and share, and you have more views.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll do that. So those were some. I'll save the other ask for the chat. So I'll let other people go. Nana, did you have
fast?
But thank
fast
you.
and YouTube. Got it.
Thank you. Yes, fast and YouTube and
YouTube fast.
YouTube fast. My 6-week reignite program. It's already done. I'm going to restart.
Awesome.
I'm going to invite you all eventually to start activating your stem cells so that your body can heal. So just things around health. Yeah.
Donna, this lady needs you clearly.
Yes. And I have 5 pillars of pure wellness. The first one is health, and I'm looking for speakers. So you can speak on those 3 things in our team. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, oh wow. Okay, start my YouTube channel. Let me check that off.
Let's
And
go. Anybody else?
you can share in your YouTube channel about your journal. That's amazing thing to do.
Ah, I never thought of that. Okay. Okay. The things that come easily to me, I just don't think about that. Like, you know what I mean? I think we're all like that. It's like, oh yeah, I would take it for granted. Yeah.
What about, ladies, if we keep this chat open and we can support each other and like double check on something, or you know, something like this, or like Donna, you come in and say, you know what, I don't know whether this is gonna land and with anybody, and we can reassure you, or I ran out of ideas for my YouTube channel.
Oh,
Well, I'll have anyone that's exhausted and burnout, I'll interview you, and then we can just, you know, yeah.
I have a lot of ideas for you.
Awesome. Awesome. That'd be great. Thank you.
I
Yeah.
actually
You're
have a
welcome.
question for all of you guys.
Yeah.
Because over the years, I have had a different social media, like the account that I developed, but I'm never able to show my real name or my face out there because I'm afraid of the privacy issues. How do you think about that? How do you overcome that, privacy, being social, like everywhere, so everybody can see you, or they can mock you, or they can do anything with your image out there?
So Nana, I believe like, in the past, like
Mm.
it was harder, but now with AI, like they can create anything, just having your image anywhere, and they can put you on anything. So it's like really,
Yeah.
it's like for me, it's just like really trusting that you are protected, that you are safe, and having that sense of safety from inside. And like everyone is sharing their pictures, their accomplishment, their stories on social media, but it just like what things you want to be private, like maybe for example you don't want to share your kids photos.
You're breaking up, Hall, but we know what you mean.
Well, and there are very wealthy
Businesswomen
people.
It's a little
get
harder
to
now with
have a
AI.
taste. Yes. Like, but like it's that sense of safety and trusting. Like for me, it's like from the inside. When you have that, it's okay. Everyone is sharing everything.
Well, well, that, and if it's truly a concern for you, people build a brand and keep their privacy. Like we don't
That's true.
Yeah.
like we don't know who owns Target. We don't know who owns Costco. So you can always
That's true.
create helpful material and under your brand name. And nobody needs to know your business. They don't need to know who your husband is. They don't need to know where you live or your birthday. They don't need to know any of that. If you can create useful material, and just be focused on that. Like I've considered very much like posture material, building under pure wellness, and
Yeah.
but more, yeah, which is why I have three different aspects. I have my nonprofit, my for-profit, and then I'm a contributor to both. And
Yeah,
I'm
so
already creating an exit plan.
that's true. Yeah, I have that. I have like a lot. There's one account that I have over 500 followers talking about Airbnb, but I'm too afraid to show myself on that. So all I do is writing there. But that does give me protection. But if you ladies really inspired me to think big. If I really want to make a bigger impact, I probably would have to put myself out there speaking and show the real me out there. So on the social medium, so everybody can see me losing my privacy.
I want to acknowledge you for your
Thank
bravery, and you are on social media right now. You will be showing your face and your authentic name, and your true authenticity will shine. So thank you for sharing that with us. So this is a first step for you.
But
Fantastic.
this is a safe space. It's like, Was it work related or just personal and work? Was it work related why you weren't able to, or was it also personal?
All personal, like work related. I only use LinkedIn. I recently changed my Facebook image. Like before that, I just put a random thing there. Like I don't want anybody to be able to track me on social media at all. Like I want to live fully off the grid. Like
All right.
But I love
yeah, but yeah.
I love, Nana, that you don't need to use your name, right? You know, you don't need to use your personal Facebook account. Um, you know, that you get to create, you get to show up the way that, but I think also the part of it is that when ultimately, as you're making your offering, people do want, you know, I don't think there's a right way or a wrong way, but it's another conversation to, you know, to kind of manage the fears of, yeah, doing your first video, or, you know, that is a separate conversation, right? And maybe it's something that you evolve into. Are you comfortable with that? Is that even important for what your offering is? You know, because there's so many different way. I don't think somebody's way has to be your way, you know. Keep that
Yeah.
I mean, I have a Facebook group and then I have my Arise community. Or, you know, on LinkedIn, I'm, you know, on a consulting, you know, very different than how I'm showing up with my coaching community. So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you for all the insights.
Yeah, we're here for
And
each
just
other.
remember, if you have apps on your phone, you're already giving away your privacy. It's like if people want to
That
get
is
your,
the
if
reality.
people want to track you down, the dark web will help them do that. Just
Very, very
just
easily.
as a like,
Yeah.
you know, you can only do so much in the world now, especially with AI.